as you get started with Koyunbaba, you're going to have the same disposition on your fingers. 3 is going to be on the upper string, meaning the string that is closest to your face, and 1 is going to be on the lower string, the string that is closer to your toes. Here you are on the 6th and 5th string. You hammer with 3, then 1 is on the 5th string, thumb on the open D string, and then you basically chuck index and middle on the 3rd and 2nd string, right? Then you almost repeat the process, but the hammering on and moving of the fingers is not going to happen on the 6th and 5th strings. You're going to move down to the 5th and 4th string, right? And then you actually this time move down to the 4th and 3rd strings, starting again on the 6th string. For the hecklers out there criticizing my tuning of the guitar, it's a completely different system of tuning of the guitar, so it's going to be moving around. So again. As you land on the first strings, right, you actually travel from 6 all the way down to the first 2 strings. You actually, I prefer to do an arpeggio. You can actually pluck them. Then it's just open, hammer, and pull. Then 2nd string, back to open 1st string. So, and again, start with the ring finger, index on the 2nd string, middle on the 1st string, right? It's slightly different ring to it, also because of the tuning. It's still the same pitch, but it gives you that different relativity in tuning. Then you move back up. So start with the arpeggio, then with bass, then kind of like an A major formation with D bass, right? Okay, and then you repeat this. Right? And then you move yourself over to 7th position. You're going to land your bar all the way across the 7th fret, your 3rd finger on the 1st string. Right, and this time he does right out, you should arpeggiate this. Then you're going to basically play this on the 1st string, but you actually are accompanying with that, going down the 5th string, 4th, and 3rd. Eventually the 2nd, right? Right, slowly. 5th, 4th, land 3 on the 1st string, that would be 9th fret, 3rd string also, pinky, play the 2nd string, again the pinky, and then back to the bar, right? And then you kind of do the same thing, but this time without the bar, and then index finger to the 2nd string, 7th fret, open 1st, right? And then you get yourself to the 5th position, and then you have, as you play the 4th string and the 2nd, you have a mordent, right? With 3 on, then 3rd string and 2nd, hammer 3 on the 2nd string, and again, and then you go back to 3rd position, right? 1 and 4. I'm using 4 here on the 5th fret, right? And then just treble all the way back to the 7th fret again on the 2nd string. Right? The arpeggio is very simple. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, back to the D string, right? Get that very open harp-like sound because of the tuning, and also you're holding that F sharp here. Well, F sharp as marked, not quite an F sharp, is really an A, yeah? Right, Right, the next part, again, this sounds much more complicated than it really is. Once you play it on a guitar, you start following the instructions, tune the instrument, everything becomes so much simpler, right? So you have an F. Now he says to grab 2 and 4, which is quite advantageous, right? So 2 and 4, F natural here, and then you get, well, what is marked as a G sharp but really is an A, right? So we're just going to call this chord to the notes here. And then 1 on the 2nd fret, right? So that's marked as an F sharp. Again, 2 and 4. 1 on the 2nd position. Then here you're actually doing a bar this time. Instead of 2 and 4 like that before, you do the bar here on the 3rd position. Then you move your bar over to the 5th position. Then right, so D, G string and 1st, B string and 2nd with a mordent. Hammer 4, pull 4. And then we go back to the business of using the bars, but this time you're just grabbing that B flat. That's your 8th fret, right? So mini bar up to the 4th string, 2 is grabbing here your 9th fret. Then you move it up. Then open D, set yourself up kind of on an 11th position, right? So 4 is right here on the 14th fret, 2 is on the 12th fret, and you are ready with those two. Right? So thumb, index on the 3rd, ring on the 1st. As you play the 2nd and 1st again on 2, you're going to hammer 4 and pull it off. So it's another mordent. Mordent from mordere, to actually bite. Right? You notice how the finger is biting onto the string and coming right off. And then again, mordent, 2nd string, 1, and then change position so that you're in 9th position, 2nd open, then get to 7th position and hammer. Then you actually go back to the beginning, and then by the time you get to this part again, you, instead of coming back this way, you're going to move up on the fretboard, further up onto the neck. So that the first time that it appears is on box 2. And then here you set up 3 and 2 on the 4th and 2nd strings, half stacked over the 15th fret, sorry. Move them back to the 14th. Open 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. 1st string with the 4th, that never changes, right? Right, so G and pinky, notice that I am already set up here on the 14th fret. That's the 16th, 14th. Index and ring on the right hand. Right, hammer, mordente, the biting, 2 to 4, hammer and pull. Then bring your 2nd finger to the 12th fret. Back to the 4th finger over here, F sharp, or as marked in the score. This time back to 2, but mordente with D, then G, open B and 2, mordente 1 and 2. Back 2 to 2 frets to find yourself in 9th position, and C sharp with D bass, 3 with G string, B string and 1 mordente, 1 to 3, then G string and 1 on the 7th fret, third finger to the C sharp, right? So this whole business, I'm going to do it very slowly. Coming out of box 2, repeat. With G string, right? Right, and then comes this gorgeous part where you're just playing this B flat bass. Sorry, forgot my retuning. Right, almost rhapsodic in that place. You're stretching your pinky to be on a 12th fret. That's a little bit of a stretch. Right, everything else is just 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Right. Bar on the 8th fret. 4, 3, open, 12th, 10th, bar, 12th, 10th, bar, 2nd, and then 3rd string, right? Back to 3, and your pinky back to the 12th fret, 3rd string. You chuck with, that was thumb and an index, right? 6th string and 3rd string. Then middle and ring, first 2 string. 4th string open, and then you travel all the way back to the 5th fret, 3rd string. Right, again. My apologies. Right, so. String open. Then you do the same thing, but you're in the 5th position. This time your pinky is not stretched 2 frets. It's just where it's supposed to be. You're in 5th position. Your pinky should be on the 8th fret. This time open 3rd string. Right. So if you put them both together, that's the 2nd page, very bottom of the 2nd page. Here is a very tricky part. You're going to have to stretch all the way to the 5th fret while making a bar on the 1st string. Then quickly, so on the 3rd fret, then back to the 1st fret. Right? Then slowly, hammer to the 7th fret. And then go back to the 5th fret. Right, so then he repeats it. You have 4 beats to rest, and then you actually start on the 5th fret. Pretty much the same business that you actually did at the very beginning of the piece. So hammer for 1 to 4. Then 2 grabs the 5th string, then 4th string, chuck the 2nd and 3rd string, so this basically double stop. Then move it downstairs, right? So 5th and 4th string, then keep on moving it downstairs. The 4th and the 3rd strings, and then start on the 4th string, then move to 3rd string and 2nd string, and then you finally made it to the first 2 strings, and you play the chord. Almost like a mordente, right? It's written out. Bar, hammer 2, pull off. Then pinky on the 2nd string, 8th fret, right? And then open 1st string. And then you move 2 and 4 back up. 2nd string and 4th string. 2nd string and 3rd string, sorry. And then pinch the 2nd string and the 4th string. Reply with the index on the 3rd string, right? it's half stacking 2 and 3. This is kind of tricky because your bar is on the 5th fret and you're using 2 and 3 on the 7th fret. Right? And then you move 3 over to where your normal C sharp would be finding itself, right? So here it's a high D, but it's just a C sharp in its chord. And stretch out to the 11th fret. Your bar is over here on the 7th fret, in the 7th fret. And then on the 3rd string and 1st string together, and then middle and ring, first 2 strings, 4th string, 3rd string and 1st finger, right, back to 3, and then index finger on the 2nd string, 7th fret. Open 1st, open